Greetings and salutations, my fellow gamers. My name is Mike Lowry, but you can call me Low Key. Now, today I got this tweet about 2 hours ago from Grounded, and I knew I had to make this video for y'all, man. I had to make this video, I had to put it out. Okay, so the tweet says, today we are excited to announce that we opened a Grounded public test for our community. For more details, click this link. All right, so I'm clicking the link. Where does it take us? Okay, it takes us right here. Now, it says Grounded public test is now open. Woohoo! Exciting, right? Yeah, I know. Today, we're excited to announce that we have opened up a Grounded public test for our community. Super dope, right? Yeah, amazing. I know. Totally. I'm super stoked about this, by the way. This test will allow players to hop into the game to help us test out new changes, features, and content for update 0.3.0 before it's released for everyone. Now, you see, this is how it's supposed to be. You know, Grounded telling people, hey, here's a test server. Check it out. Tell us what your feedback. That's how it should have been from the beginning. Not people going in the back end, messing the game up for everyone else. Don't get me started on that. But while this test is currently going on, the only available players who are able to play the test server is the players that are on Steam. If you're on Xbox, I'm sorry, you can't test it right now. They're working on a fix for Xbox people. The team understands the importance of having as many players in the test as possible, and we are working hard to include players of all platforms in the near future through Xbox Insider program. Now, for more details on how to join the public test server, visit our forums. Thank you for everyone. Thank you everyone, and with your help, we will continue to make the backyard amazing. Now, I'm going to click this, but hopefully, Grounded doesn't get mad at me for sharing this information. I pretty much think that it's public, so, we shouldn't really have a problem, but I hope we don't have a problem. Okay. Anyways, it says, welcome to the public test branch, everyone. Here you'll be able to access and help us test out new content before it releases. Things to keep in mind. The content that you're going to experience is currently in development. By participating in our public test branch, you'll be able to help us locate issues and fix them before the content is officially released to all platforms. Since this content is still in development, we ask that when discussing unreleased content, to please respect those who aren't participating in the public test, who may be waiting for the content to officially release. Use spoiler tags when you feel it is appropriate. So basically what they're saying here is don't just go out there and be like, hey, we're getting koi fish and this is how you're going to do it. And no, that's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to be like, hey, spoiler, if you want to go any further, I'm letting you know this is in beta. So, hey, if you want to continue to watch this, I'm just letting you know you might get spoiled just a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next line. It is important to remember that your save files might not be compatible between the public test branch and the release branch. This is especially true when moving back to the release branch from the public test branch, since the content in the public test save contain unreleased content. So basically what that's saying is don't expect to see the things that you test out in the public test server to be in your actual server in your game if you're playing on single player or what have you. Now, this public test is currently only available for players who have purchased the game through Steam. That said, we want to have as many players as possible help us play on these public test builds and are working to open this up to players playing on Xbox Game Pass for PC, and a Microsoft Store. We will keep you notified when this becomes available to all players, and thank you for understanding and patience. Now, things to help you out. Now, okay, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I'm going to say spoiler alert, okay? If you don't want to get spoiled, you should probably not finish the rest of this video. Okay. So basically, the public test patch notes. Let's click that. Let's see what that is. Okay. So this is the things that we're going to see in the test server, I believe. Okay. So the new features, you got the hedges that have been revamped with new content. We got new buildings. We got zip lines. Okay. We've seen the zip lines before. Some people have leaked it, but we got some zip lines. That's cool. Spinning wheel. Not sure what that is. New buildings. We got signs. So maybe you can be like, hey, this is Loki Lowry's base. Pretty cool. New world landmark. Frankenline. Okay. Cool deal. We got some Halloween editions, definitely because Halloween is coming up. So we got some jack-o'-lantern stuff, some candy corn food items, things like that. That's pretty dope. Localization for French, German, Spanish, and Italian. So maybe, we can get some different languages in there. That's pretty cool. New spider webs that stick to unsuspected players and critters. Okay. Pretty cool. Changes / game tuning. We got an engine. UE4 version upgrade. Not sure what that is. The combat. Let's get into the combat. The ant soldiers have a new set of attacks. So they're going to attack differently than the two little bites that they do. They're actually going to deal more damage with their attacks. So that's dope. TAYZ.TS now deals more damage with their attacks. I'm not sure what that is. Most armors now block more damage. Okay, that's dope. All weapons have had their damage, stamina cost, and durability adjusted to fit a stricter tier base curve. Okay. Bombardier Beetles, burning hazards, and stink bugs, gas hazards are now much more deadlier. Ooh. Okay, I don't know if I really like that too much because Bombardier Beetles they already kind of hard as it is. Bombardier Beetle attacks deal less initial damage. End results should be about the same combined with the hazardous damage change. Okay. Fresh defense perks now block twice as much gas and burning damage. Dope. I know that wasn't really working when they first initially put it out there. So, that's good that they're actually fixing that. Reliable Friend perk is now boost revive speed by roughly double the amount. I haven't really dealt with multiplayer in that sense. So, I don't know how fast or how slow it was going before. But now that they're hopefully trying to fix that, that's pretty cool. Now, the interface is going to change as well. So, processing buildings such as a campfire now show the progress of each item in the interface and allows items to be canceled. So I'm wondering, is that like when you put like grubs on the campfire, does it show like each individual grub when they're actually going to be done? Huh. That might be pretty helpful because sometimes you're just out farming, you put some stuff on there and then all of a sudden you come back and it's spoiled. So that definitely helps out. The recycle building interface now shows how many structures will collapse if the target building is recycled. Okay, cool. Okay. Contextual slurping text now show what you're going to taste. Okay. Additional icon art. Dope. The interface UI will no longer briefly appear enabled when looking at a disabled interaction. Okay, now we got clear labels for game modes, types of saves, and load UIs. Game no longer asks to override a save if you aren't able to currently save the game. That's pretty helpful because that was kind of annoying too. World. Now, it says new perks to discover and unlock. We got a new color theme to discover and unlock. Stumps left behind no longer prevent foliage from responding. That's cool. Grass will not respawn if the stump is removed. Okay. I guess no more what is that? Plant fiber? Maybe you don't get as much plant fiber now. Because that was like one of the reasons why you could get plant fiber. So, okay. Ants now have a desire to take back their stolen eggs. Oh, crap. Looks like I'm going to have to get rid of all of those eggs that I have because I got a bajillion. Ant eggs now hatch even after being moved by a player. Oh my God. Okay, so now they hatch. That's crazy. So can you have like a pet ant? Like, will they think you're their mom? Like, I don't know. Ant eggs no longer stack in the inventory. Okay. Larvae wander range is much smaller during the day. Okay, so it seems like during the night they're going to be, roaming everywhere. Mushrooms in the world now take much longer to grow back. Okay. Meat now takes much longer to spoil. That's good because meat usually takes like 24 hours in game and it's done. So that's dope. Scabs that have been moved since prior patch will reflect those moves in older saves. Mint chunks in the mint container should no longer spawn on the top of the container. I never really dealt with that, so okay, they're fixing that. Cool. Now buildings, on to buildings. Structural buildings are now fully allowed to overlap with any static environment object. Okay, so does that mean we be able to clip it? Like if a branch is there, we'll be able to actually still put the building there? If that's the case, that's pretty cool. Blueprint buildings in the air cannot be completed unless a supporting building has been completed. So I guess that means you have to put a foundation underneath it, or else it can't just float. This prevents situations where large structures would collapse because they were technically unsupported. Okay, cool. Building can no longer be built inside of tables. Buildings can no longer be built inside of tables. Literally have no idea what that means. Buildings can be placed more easily on the pond flagstone now. Okay. Mushroom garden spawn timer will now start when the building is built instead of when it's placed. Okay. Smoke from torches, wall sconces, and campfires should now rarely penetrate floors and ceilings. That's nice because you would look at your base and try to get a nice picture of it, and then you'll just see smoke everywhere. It was terrible, but you know, we dealt with it. Whatever. They're fixing it. Great job. Planks/log storage. Deposit sound effects now play on clients. Cool. The player will no longer play canteen animations when building a water canteen with a canteen in hand. Okay. Clay foundations now have double the health. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I felt so dumb building out of clay foundations when the stone foundations or pebblet foundations were just so much better. So now I feel better. Pebblet foundations now has less health. Blah, blah, blah. Why can't I speak today, guys? I have no idea. Pebblet foundations now have less health, but still more than clay. Okay, that's fair. Okay, crafting. On to crafting. Most recipes that require spiderweb have been refactored to use a Most recipes that require spiderweb have been refactored to use a precede spiderweb, obtaining via the new spinning wheel instead. Okay, so the spinning wheel is, I guess, going to be like what you put spiderweb on, and then you can like silk, you know, like when you can like weave silk. Maybe that's what a spinning wheel is, you know. Performance. We got improved CPU performance of large bases and structures. Okay. Now moving on to other. Man, this is a huge list. Guys. Okay. Other. Additional weather causes effects. Bird feathers now float in water. Weed stems can now float in water. Great. The drop control can now be rebounded. What can now be rebound? What? The swim up and swim down controls binding are allowed to overlap with the other controls that cannot be used while swimming. Okay. Bug fixes on all platforms. Top community issues. Free buildings attached to player built structures will no longer become out of position for clients. Don't know what that means, but it's cool. The game is no longer crashing for some specific cases when demolishing a plank or a log storage building. That's cool, because I was reading in the forums that a lot of people were dealing with crashes soon as they like take a plank out or storage out, and that was pretty annoying. Okay, so we're on to game. Alchemist Burgl quest will now complete. Alchemist Burgl quest will complete when accepted if the player has already analyzed the target item. Oh my God, that's so much better, because usually we would just have to keep doing it over and over and over. And that was just like super annoying. That was one of the things that I talked about in my video, is Grounded worth it? If you guys haven't checked that out, I'll leave the link right here. You guys can check that out. Now, kill-based perks now only track kills on enemies. Okay, that's dope. That's pretty dope. Okay, items, equipment, resources. Buried chunks will no longer inflate themselves when subject to a strong impact when lying on the ground. Didn't deal with that, but okay. Traps can no longer be triggered for a few seconds after destruction. Okay. Traps can no longer be triggered by the third-person camera. That's kind of... Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Tropicana juice droplets should now currently spawn from the straw of the juice box instead of from the base. Okay. Bombardier head trophies should now be much easier to place. They were pretty easy to place in the beginning, so I'm not really sure why they had to fix that, but hey, they're fixing it. Cool. World. Building ingredients will no longer remain floating in the air when large structures collapse while no player is nearby. Got rid of the small bump in collisions while walking up and down stairs. Okay, that's cool. Basically what that was if you didn't put the stairs right, you would like have to jump because it wouldn't let you go up. So apparently they got rid of that. So that's cool. Bombardier Beetles now play a sleep animation while sleeping instead of playing the stun animation. What? I didn't never knew that they slept. So that's new to me, but okay. Various camera animations adjustments were made to reduce the camera clippings into objects and other players' bodies. That was the issue where you could basically see your face, and that was kind of scary. So, they're fixing that. That's dope. Audio. Buildings no longer create noises immediately after loading a saved game. Didn't deal with that, but okay, cool. They're changing it. Chatter audio is now attached to the player's character and should sound better when moving. Those two at the bottom, I don't know what that is. Now, at the bottom, it says to report any issues you come across while playing this public build of the game, please search the section of the forums to see, how to participate in scheduling the issues that's been reported. If it has, please add your information to that thread. And if it's not already been reported, please make a new thread to share what you have found following the guidelines here. It is important for you to report issues first before making a new thread, and this helps the community out and helps them keep a better track of what's being reported and how many players are actually being affected. Thank you for your assistance and have fun out there in the public test backyard. Now, guys, I'm going to be bringing you content left and right, but it's going to be spoilers. It's going to be spoilers. I have to let you guys know that because I don't want you guys to be like, man, he was talking about these YouTubers that was ruining the game for everybody, and now he's became one. No, I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy who helps you out and shows you the correct way to do the things that we want to do all in the game. Okay? So stay tuned. Stay locked in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the time to subscribe to the channel because it's about to get lit up in here. Okay? Thank you guys all for watching this video and take care. God bless. Be safe. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Peace.